I'm done. I'm done.
Alright.
Can we cut out and can we cut out and can we convene this? Can we convene this?
No.
Painful. Is anything else happening? I paused it.
I'm gonna assume that we're oh man, they're playing Hallelujah? Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Sure. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm cutting out. I'm ending the broadcast. Let's convene, okay? Let's convene and give our thoughts on the RNC as a whole, okay?
That sucked.
Okay, so I've watched the entirety of the RNC. Hyena, I think you've seen almost all of it. I think you
Yeah, I've
just
seen most of
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I
Shoe,
didn't watch yesterday.
right, you missed day 3. Shoe, how much of it did you see?
I missed day 3 too, but every other night I saw.
Okay.
Everyone said yesterday was also boring, I
Yes,
think.
day 3 was pretty boring. So, all right, let's thoughts. So after suffering through all of that, I think that was incredibly fucking low energy, honestly. I'm
Yeah.
actually
Kinda
astonished.
sad.
I'm surprised because night 1, holy shit, that kicked up. That was like, it was insane. And I thought we were gonna have that cocaine energy through the whole thing, but I guess not. And
Yeah,
Trump's
night 1 was hard cocaine energy. They came out fucking riled out there,
Yeah,
you know?
The best is yet
to
come.
come. Yeah, no, it was spectacular. And I wanted more. I was hoping it would like ramp up
Yeah.
with time, you know. But today, I thought the 4th day would be like, you know, the big final finale, you big blow your load. It was really sleepy.
Dude, yeah, I thought they'd bring on Kanye. Fuck.
Yeah, where was Kanye?
Not good enough friends with Trump.
Yeah, apparently. In terms of the actual substance, I think that this was pretty on par for typical like modern Republican language, where they tried to stay as far away from actually discussing policy as possible and
Mhm.
continued to ramp up the, you know, apocalyptic vision of a Biden presidency, where he is controlled by the far left who want to destroy everything America was built to represent. And they also went really hard with the id poll. I mean, they went really hard with the id poll.
The id poll and like Trump's your everyman who supports small businesses.
Right. And
So,
mhm.
oh, sorry, keep going.
Oh, I just want to say, and I pointed this out just a second ago, but it's astonishing to me how even when Republicans are trying to seem like the party of the average person, they can only ever signal help to the average person if it's in the context of, see, you can become successful as well. It's never, will help the poor, or will help the needy, or will help the hungry. It's, look, here are some successful business owners who were able to do blank because of a lack of government restrictions. Now that the restrictions are out of the way, maybe you can do that too. Even when the Republicans are trying to do populism, they can only ever signal to the successful demographics of this country, and it's incredible people fall for that, but it's a very consistent strategy.
Every single thing always come down to bootstraps. But so I asked on Twitter, I asked like, hey, Republicans, like how are you liking the RNC? And they were all like, it was great. It made me really proud to be an American. Like, I was super like hyped. And it's just like, are they catering to your interests? Like, I was like trying to understand them. And they were just like, yeah, like all the Democrats are super down. Like all they talk about is all the problems and whatever.
Oh my
And the
God.
RNC, you know, it gets you hyped and it makes you happy. And the DNC makes you depressed because they just talk about how terrible America is.
What,
And it's
you
just like,
fucking idiots.
I'm,
Jesus
It's
yeah,
just
I'm-
like,
I'm not
I
trying
don't-
to
I feel
shit talk
like-
your followers or anything there, but like
No,
that's
no,
such a
it's-
juvenile way of deciding
I
which
know.
political candidate. Like, this candidate makes me feel good because they don't mention things we
reality
need to
makes
fix.
me sad.
Yeah, this can't. When they talk about reality, that makes my eyes leak. I don't like this. This is not good.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it was like so
It's-
weird because
Speaks to
you wanna hear-
insecurity.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hear about like, you know, how to fix things and everything. And so I guess that gets people down and they'd rather just hear like, we're the greatest country, we can do it. I don't know.
Yeah, but
crazy.
it speaks so much to insecurity because they'll
And immaturity.
well, yeah, absolutely. Because they don't want like real politics. They don't want problems with
Yeah.
solutions. They don't want engagement. They don't want to understand. They just want to rally. They want a permanent rally, and they're not happy with themselves. At least a lot of them aren't. So they want to sort of transpose this perpetual winning feeling. That's why there were so many conservatives online back in 2015, 2016 who were hardcore Trump supporters. And the big line is, have you gotten tired of winning yet? You're going to get sick of winning. And I think for a lot of these people, it's because they're kind of fucking losers, and if they're not winning in real life, and nobody wins in real life 24/7. Nobody can. But you can if you're attached to a massive multi-billion-dollar political party who doesn't give a fuck about you. But if you pretend that their victories are your victories, then yeah, I guess that gets to keep the feeling going,
Well, it's like right-wingers online. They're always like, Shoe, are you ready to join the winning team? It's like,
No.
I don't agree with any of their shit. Why? What's the point? Just get on the team that wins?
Yeah, own the
Like, I
libs.
don't.
But that is it to them, isn't
Just
it? Like,
win.
if they thought the Democrats were always winning, would they switch sides? So how much of their allegiance to the idea of victory is for its own sake, and how much of it is just a guise for their real beliefs, which is that they're not particularly fond of black people and poor people and what have you, I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Honestly, it was interesting to try to get into their mind to see like what they think of this, and all it was just like love the patriotism, like the stars and stripes.
That
Love my
shit is just like,
flag.
I don't want to hear about it because it makes me feel bad. Shit is just like inexcusably annoying. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, whatever the case may be, yeah, there are Democrats who do this to an extent as well. The K-Hive, I think, is like notoriously obnoxious about it.
Absolutely.
But there's a big difference between like an especially aggressive segment of the supporter base for one of the presidential primary candidates and the literal entire party being organized around this idea of the permanent rally, which is a pretty deeply fascist idea. The aestheticization of politics to make it less about policy and more about overwhelming emotional feelings of your strong, great, powerful party and your allegiance and your bloodline and your nationality defeating the enemy nonstop 24/7. And they've leaned into that so hard that I don't know if there's a way for the institutionalist side of the Republican Party to ever take hold again. You know?
A lot of fear mongering about the
Apparently
Democrats.
there's someone singing at Trump right now.
I can't stomach another second of that shit. Also, opera is gay. Yeah.
A lot of fear mongering.
Yeah.
About the Democrats.
Yeah, they talk about winning all the time, but whenever I actually talk with like far right people, or even just like conservatives, they seem really deeply anxious and insecure all the time. A lot of the time over made up problems. And that doesn't feel like winning to me.
And especially because, like, now with the BLM protesters, they're all like, the protesters are going to come into my house and kill me and my family. I eat my breakfast with my gun next to me. Like, holy shit, are you okay, dude? Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if my fucking blood pressure could take being that, like, worried about, like, fuck me, imagine being, like, a black Democrat in, like, a poor city, like, holy, it's for real, forever, and it's your whole community. And nobody should have to go through that. Anyway, all right, if I go too long, I'm just going to proselytize. Shoe0nHead, this was a ton of fun, and I really appreciate both of you coming on, seriously.
Was I funny enough?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
your anger was hilarious, yes.
Yes.
Every time someone showed up on screen, fuck you.
I can't do these fucking people.
No, this was a lot of fun, thanks.
Yeah, of course. Shoe, thank you very much for coming on. Yeah, fun, of course, being a sort of fun in like a painful way. Just the general experience. Thank you, Shoe, for coming on. Really appreciate it, and I hope you have a phenomenal night. I know it's like midnight over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's late.
Yeah, and Hyena, do you want to like get off so we can have food?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if you're gonna read donos, but
I'll read donos, but I'm hungry.
All right. Yeah, me too.
All right.
Okay,
Shoe, have a wonderful night.
Thanks for having
me.
Yeah,
bye, Shoe.
Of course.
Bye, chat. Bye, everybody. Bye, Hyena. Bye, Welsh. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And bye, Hyena.
See you soon.